Let me begin by saying that I'm a very cautious man, and the work that I do and the work that I've been doing for 23 years has really been under the radar. And it has allowed me and generation after generation of students to be able to work with this knowledge, to be able to verify this knowledge, to be able to take it to a level that it is today. And part of that is what I will demonstrate to you today. It is now time. We're living in an age in which a huge cycle that has been a part of the background frequency, a cycle called the cross-planning cycle. It began in 1615, it's going to end in 2027. And it's going to bring deep and in many ways shattering changes to the way in which the global community operates. We're also living in a time where the truth, in a sense, is really available. The mechanical truth. And mechanical because, in fact, it is only the mechanical truth that one can truly trust. Everything about what I do is that I am a teacher of form principle. It is why I'm here. It is the knowledge that I was given. I was given form principle knowledge. I am not somebody that is concerned in that sense directly with the spiritual. I am deeply concerned about human beings being able to operate correctly on this plane so that they can discover whatever is correct for them. And for each human being, it is different. I am not here for homogenization. I am not here to bring people together under one umbrella. This is not what human design is about. The beauty of human design is that it is here so that individuals can flower. Unique beings operating out of their own authority, not being under the authority of anything else, not being under the authority of gods or of the forces of this plane. It is about human beings being able to operate correctly within themselves, being able to trust themselves, and most important out of that trust, to discover love. And that is love for oneself. Love for oneself is an extraordinary thing. In my journey as a teacher, I have seen so much self-hatred. I have seen enough self-hatred that it is frightening, the level of that on this plane. Human beings who look in the mirror and want to be something other than what they are. And the sad joke of it is not even knowing what it is that they are, but only being connected to something that is a deep abstract. It is something that they think they could be, should be, might be. It is not what this knowledge is about. This knowledge is about the liberation of the spirit. It is about the liberation of the being. It is about recognizing that every single human being is unique. Unique. Unique is not something that stands to any comparison. Each and every one of us have a right in our birth to be able to express our uniqueness, and to be able to express that uniqueness with dignity, and to be able to receive the respect that is correct for us in this life. What I'm going to share with you today is really deeply radical. It's deeply radical. And it is the byproduct of many, many years of work that has taken place, as I said, under the radar, work that has taken place through, a collection of students and professionals who have been working with me for many, many years. I started about 5 years ago to teach and to elaborate on the deepest aspects of the knowledge that I was given. It is the substructure, and it is the substructure of the inherent mechanics. It is these mechanics, these deep, deep mechanics, that liberate a human being. It is not just simply a matter of strategy and authority. It goes far beyond that. Let me show you an image. This is Maya Mechanics Advanced Imaging Chart. This graphing was developed for the deepest levels of work and research in the human design system. And basically what Maya Mechanics Advanced Imaging does is that it gives us a way to understand not simply what the deep mechanics of any being is, but to be able to derive from that tools, very simple tools in a way, tools for transformation. And the transformation that we are going to look at is the transformation that is there in the form principle, in the design, in the body. The thing that is so distorting in the human life is the form. It is something that is difficult for most beings to grasp, and most beings will never grasp. We are passenger consciousness. We are passengers in a vehicle. The vehicle is not ours. It is what we are dropped into. And this vehicle, the passenger consciousness within this vehicle, most human beings struggle all of their lives to try to organize and control the way in which this vehicle is going to operate. This body of ours, the magic of what it is. And when I say body, I am talking about the life, because the body is the life. It is the brain. It is the muscle tissue. It is the genetics. It is everything. You see, the passenger that we are has nothing to do with this body other than it resides in this head center. As a matter of fact, it resides actually outside of the body. It isn't even physically in the body itself. This is the personality crystal. It is the true passenger. And we are here ultimately to have the opportunity to be able to express something that is really extraordinary. It's called outer authority. Each of us have an innate wisdom, a true, deep, deep wisdom that is here to be part of the way in which we commune with the other. The world that we live in is a world filled with lies. It is a world filled with distortion. It is a world of homogenization where human beings are easily manipulated by the program, by the forces that impinge on us. The vast majority of human beings will never free themselves from the control of that. They cannot. It is not their fault what to do. There's a formula that says that only 4% of 4% of the 7 billion of us, it's about 50 million people, have the possibility of being able to transcend in this lifetime. It is a very special time, and it is not a time where you can wait for the next incarnation. Don't wait for the next incarnation. You may never, ever get there. It's about now. The beauty of this knowledge, being in the world, is that it makes it possible. And it doesn't make it possible because of belief or faith. It has nothing to do with that. Don't believe me. Don't have faith in me. That's not the point. This knowledge is empirical. It is about you experimenting. It's about you discovering for yourself. What I'm going to describe to you today is something that you can experiment with if it is correct for you. And if it is correct for you to experiment with it, whether that is by, my invitation to you, my asking to you, whatever the case may be, that in discovering for yourself whether this is valid, this is what is going to make the difference. Each of us uniquely have to change the whole process ourselves. I cannot do this for you. I am not a messiah. I am a mechanic. I am a messenger mechanic. I am here to provide you with knowledge. What you do with that knowledge is up to you. How you live this knowledge is up to you. Because each and every one of you can only live it uniquely as yourself. Not the way I live it, not the way somebody else lives it. This is all about you. It isn't about anything other than that. Now, every one of you, those of you I know, all have a certain familiarity with the human design system. And basically what you have discovered about it is, your particular type and your definition and so forth and so on. And basically what you have been given as a tool out of that is that you've been given a tool that is in fact a catalyst. It's called strategy and authority. Strategy and authority is a catalyst. Without strategy and authority, you cannot liberate yourself from the greatest enemy of all. And that's mind. Everything about human design is understanding that the mind is not something that we have ever fully grasped yet. Our minds are not here to decide what we're here to do in this life. They are not. And the moment that your mind is deciding for you what you are going to do in your life, you are never going to transcend. It is simply not possible, because that is not what mind is for. It is a beautiful thing. And what mind is for is what you're experiencing now from me. My mind can be very beautiful for you. It is not going to be beautiful for me if it decides what I'm going to do, and it does not. And this is called outer authority. The mind is a magnificent instrument that is there for us to be able to commune with the other, and to commune our truth, our outer authority, our wisdom, based on our uniqueness, based on our unique experience on this plane, and each and every one of us in our unique capacity to interpret that experience and share it with the other. It is this communion that is so important to all of us. It is something that is deeply lacking. Human beings on this plane do not commune with each other at deep levels. They do not. When the mind is both inner and outer authority, it cannot help but lie. It has to, in order to protect itself, in order to control what it thinks it needs to control, to hold back things, to not say things. It goes on and on and on. Strategy and authority allows you to find that place within you that is not mind, that will allow you to navigate on this plane. Everything about this knowledge is about decision making. We are objects moving in space. That's what we are. In this illusion, in this Maya, this is what we are. We are objects moving in space. And everything about us is about navigation. Everything. Where you are, who you're with. And this navigation is rooted in what we call decision making. But your mind doesn't know. Because your mind is influenced by all the aspects of conditioning. Your mind is constantly being conditioned by your open centers, by your open gates, by your open channels, whatever the case may be. And that conditioning leads you to make mental decisions that have nothing to do with the essence of who you are and where you should be in that sense in this life. It is this movement, it is this navigation that your strategy and authority gives you. It gives you the integrity to be able to operate as your own authority. It is not about what you think. It's not about what somebody else thinks. Think about the way in which you came into this world. Think about the way in which you have been raised. You have been raised to give authority to everything. Give authority to the state, to God, to teachers, to parents, to lovers, to friends. Always, always, always giving up authority. Because in a world of mind, when mind is making decisions, well, you have a world of confusion and distortion. You never get to live out what is you. You end up with borrowed concepts and borrowed philosophies and borrowed spirituality. It is not what it is about. You can only discover truly who you are when you liberate yourself from your mind running your life. It's not that mind is bad. Please don't misunderstand me. It is beautiful. But when it's correct, when it is there to express wisdom, when it is there to express outer authority, not when it's caught up with the mundane of the this and that of survival. The nine-centered being, and we are nine-centered beings. We are not here to be concerned with our survival. This is not what we're about. We are here for cognition. We are here to be aware. Survival is an automatic thing if you're operating according to your strategy and authority. Your body knows how to operate on the material plane. It's what it is, after all. It is a material construct that is here to be perfectly aligned to its material plane. All you need to do is to surrender to your form